Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, I want to take a look at Celestia, one of the hottest cryptocurrencies in existence right now, at least in January of 2024 when I'm making this video. Celestia, let's find a price target if we can. Celestia being the first modular blockchain network. And so this is a network where you can build blockchains. What an interesting concept, something I've never heard of before. But Celestia, I'm loving what I'm seeing fundamentally from Celestia. I love their team. I love so many things about it. There's some other things that I would say are concerns, but we'll dive on into all of that. But before we do so, just remember, this is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. And while I greatly appreciate that so many of you are coming in and watching my videos and you're not subscribed, you've got to hit the subscribe button. And I'm going to challenge you. If you are not a subscriber and you watch this whole video, you will be convinced to subscribe to this channel at the end of this video in particular. All right. And while you're subscribing, turn on that notification button as well. But let's go ahead and dive on into this Celestia. There are challenges with giving a Celestia price target. And you may come to find at the end of this video that perhaps my prediction is too conservative. I'll be okay with that. But a few things here. Newer cryptocurrency launched in November of 2023, and it's already, as of the day that I'm making this video, at a $2.5 billion market cap. It's amazing. What an amazing run that Celestia has had. And it's a cryptocurrency that got airdropped to people. So people, if they had any conviction, which most of them didn't, they would have turned a few $100s into five figures, maybe even into six figures for some of those people who received those airdrops. But there is very little in terms of price history to analyze. And one of my favorite metrics to look at when it comes to trying to figure out where a cryptocurrency is going to be is looking at historic market cap dominance. I just can't do that with Celestia. So one of my favorite tools that I use to analyze, it's out. I cannot use that. Another thing is just really interesting with Celestia. Celestia being a Cosmos blockchain cryptocurrency, airdrop narrative is a potent incentivizer for TIA holders to keep holding. Will there be a newer, shinier toy for TIA holders to purchase? In other words, we are right now in a narrative. We're in a narrative, and most people don't realize that as of right now in January 2024, they're all waiting for the next big narrative. We had AI in early 2023. We had meme coins in spring of 2021. We had so many things. And right now we are in the airdrop narrative. And I think we might actually be in the early stages of the airdrop narrative because so many people don't realize we're in the airdrop narrative. All right, so what's that going to look like? How long is it going to be? How long will TIA holders and TIA itself benefit from being a part of this huge narrative? I don't know, but we'll see. And here's another interesting caveat. And this is worth its weight in gold if you are new to any of this, but you hold TIA, you really like it. I will be ending my TIA stake. I own TIA, I stake it. I will be ending it in October of 2024 at the latest. And I'll give you a reason why, a huge reason why, towards the end of this video. But some positives with Celestia, built on Cosmos. The Cosmos ecosystem is scorching hot right now. We've got Injective going off like crazy. Celestia, obviously. Avalanche has done well. We have Luna has been built on Cosmos. Not a fan of Luna. I'm not touching it. We have Axelar. We have Juno. We have Osmosis. There's so much built on Cosmos, and people are going there. They're flooding there to stake their cryptocurrency. So they're getting a rate of return on their crypto, whichever one they're staking, but they're also getting access to airdrops. So I've talked about Injective. I've talked about that. I've talked about my airdrop guide, which we'll talk about. We'll see an image of that. I'd strongly encourage you to watch that. It's built on Cosmos. That's a huge positive. I love Cosmos fundamentally, not so much the Atom token, but I love Cosmos. So awesome. Next thing, their team is absolutely loaded. I mean, we have people from Facebook, we have people who studied at Stanford, Palantir. They're loaded. They have a collection of some of the best talent that I have ever seen for a team. Next thing I'll say, they showed a lot of conviction, and I'm going to show you a chart here. They showed a lot of conviction after the launch when people who received airdrops dumped their bags. So most people who received TIA airdrops, they just sold right away. And I'm sure that they're happy with what they received, but looking at the charts, I would not be nearly all that happy. And so we can see here, this is the first week right here before Celestia shot off like crazy. But this right here is the first week of TIA's existence. And you can see, pumped to about $3 and then boom, down to $2, just hanging around $2 as people are unloading their bags. And then here's what happened. The team, the foundation, Celestia, they were like, you know what? We have a banger here. We will gladly scoop up all this cheap TIA. And then off they went to the races. That kind of a conviction, that level of conviction is super, super. It's a huge, huge, awesome thing. And so that makes me more so like, I believe in Celestia. I believe in what they're building. I believe in it long term. Some concerns towards the end of this year. We'll get to that. And as of today, the incentive to sell TIA is very low. That's a positive. People want their airdrops. They want the next Celestia. That is a huge positive. I'm staking Celestia. And if I decide to sell it, I have to wait 21 days. But, okay, a couple things here. Watch the Ultimate Cosmos Ecosystem airdrop guide. Put a lot of work into that, 23 minutes. You will learn, if you want to learn how to stake your TIA, your injective, whatever else, you can see it in the Ultimate Cosmos Ecosystem airdrop drive. Now, airdrop guide, excuse me. Now, let's talk about some concerns. They are in terms of the tokenomics and supply dynamics. So you can see Celestia's market cap, $2.652 billion, number 37 in a span of 2 months. Wow. Okay. But look at the fully diluted market cap, $17,149,000,000. So a lot of their market cap is not diluted right now. They have a circulating supply of 157 million Celestia tokens, a total supply of 1 billion. So what do we do with that? Well, I had to do a little bit of a deep dive to understand when their vesting is going to be released. And so let's go to the next slide here. So if you can see this, to be unlocked, this is the next big vesting date. And that day is October 30th. I accidentally put October 31st. October 30th of 2024, there is going to be a 175.74 million token airdrop. So supply is going to double overnight on October 30th, 2024. But not only that, after that, there's going to be daily unlocks of 1 million TIA coins for a period of 36 months. And so there's going to be upfront, I'm thinking of TIA as a potential long-term play. I'll be selling peaks or whatever, I hope. But this is going to be a pretty highly inflationary cryptocurrency. So you have to factor that in. You're hearing price predictions, I'm sure, of over $100, maybe over $200 for TIA, maybe even higher than that. And I don't know how much they're taking into consideration these unlocks, this particular unlock where Celestia's supply is only going to increase to 43.6% diluted. And that is coming before most people would think that the peak of euphoria would return. So that's a huge concern, a huge, huge concern. And so when it comes to a price prediction for Celestia, I have to take that into consideration. I'm not looking at today's circulating supply. I'm looking at October 30th of 2024 and beyond. So here's my thoughts. TIA will continue to climb for several months, but then starting in October of 2024, things will be choppy because I've seen this happen so many times. The day of Algorand's peak in 2021 was not the day, but as they were in the middle of this massive token unlock. And so the day that Algorand peak was right in the middle of that, same with HBAR in 2021. I don't think, if we're going to have a normal bull run, that, we see Bitcoin peak in November, December of 2025, which I'm a little bit skeptical of, that it's just going to work out perfectly like that. But let's just say that happens. The fact that this is happening in October 2024 would make me think that that doesn't mean that this is when Celestia is going to peak. But again, I can see things getting pretty choppy around that time. And so I would love to sit here and tell you that Celestia is going to 10x in its price. But looking at the 43.6% dilution of the supply that will happen on October 30th. I use that as a bit of a guidepost, knowing that it'll increase fractions of a percentage every day after that. I'm okay with that. But I'm using that as my guidepost, and I believe that market cap will quadruple from a present day market cap at a 43.6% dilution. So not a 4x from today's market cap, $2.62 billion, but more like a 4x from what the market cap would be if there was a 43.6% dilution, which is somewhere between $7 and $8 billion. I hope that makes sense. If you're confused, let me know. You can see what I'm saying here. In other words, TIA is presently at 26.3% dilution with zero inflation. My projections ignore 26.3% dilution and instead focus on a 43.6% dilution. So here is my price target. I'm sure for a lot of you, this is a disappointing price target for you, but a $29.9 billion market cap, that is very significant. That is more than Injective. That's more than another one that I landed on, than Caspa. 29 almost 30 billion. That is more than both of those, divided by what the circulating supply would be in late 2024 and into 2025, about 442 million. That gives us a TIA price of only 4x from where it is today. So really, I'm looking at this cryptocurrency and I'm telling you, I believe this cryptocurrency is going to underperform in comparison to a lot of other ones. And that has to do with their unlocks. And so, okay, I could be wrong. I hold this one very loosely. If this price is too low, it's because those on the receiving end of the unlocks will show a similar level of conviction they had when TIA was at $2. I'm a little bit skeptical of that. There's a huge difference between a $2 Celestia and a $50, $60 Celestia. So most of the gains, I believe, will happen over these next several months. And then after that, I just think it's going to be choppy. Now, here's something that you should be concerned about, because I've already said I am removing my stake in October of 2024. I'm not going to sit here and hold on to my TIA when this huge unlock happens. So I want to ask you, will you be exit liquidity because of your 21-day staking unlock? Remove your stake, not financial advice, no later than October 8th of 2024. I meant to put 8th. October 8th, 2024. I am done with staking Celestia, and we'll see about after that. Not financial advice, but that is where I land in terms of a price target. I gave you my reasoning for a price target that many of you are probably thinking is too low, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Give me a reason, not just like, no, bro, Celestia is going way over $100. Give me reasoning here, and I will gladly take that into consideration. But until then, $67.55 is my price target. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. If you got some good content out of this, hit the subscribe button and the notification button. But I will see you in another video. Peace.